Dr. Automotive, keeping your car running smoothly mile after mile. Visit our website, SmyrnaAutorepair.com. Since 1966, Fans Heating and Air has been a symbol of quality for Murfreesboro and Rutherford County. For friendly, complete service on Amana, Bryant, or American Standard Heating and Air products, Fans Heating and Air will do it all. Fans specializes in new homes, custom homes, or existing buildings. Give Fans Heating and Air a call today, 615-893-7930. Good luck to all of our schools and student athletes from Fans Heating and Air.
I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, and you're listening to Prep Basketball.
Back at the Murphy Center, it's time for the Rick's Barbecue County Roundup. Rick's Barbecue with quality, fresh, never frozen meats that are smoked the old-fashioned way, using real hickory wood on specially designed pits to give your pork, beef, and chicken the best flavor. Whether it's barbecue, pork, chicken, beef, they've got it all. Other favorites like wings and loaded baked potatoes and wings. Oh, did I say wings twice? I meant to. Slaw dogs, can't forget those. From the pit to the plate, the Lanning and Brent's family ready to feed your hungry family tonight. Operated by Anne-Marie Brent's Lanning, or Anne-Marie Lanning Brent's. Yeah, Lanning Brent's. And the Lanning family out there at Rick's Barbecue. They're on Warrior Drive. John had just started in my mind reminiscing about all the games that Anne-Marie played on this floor, whether it be high school or, of course, at MTSU. And it's every high school player's dream to get to play here, and here the Lady Blaze are again.
Yeah, it's been a good run for Jennifer Grandstaff, and, of course, she's got one title to go with all of those appearances. So, again, they're back and got as good a shot as anybody.
John, I will show you two packets. Do you see a difference in these two, right? You see this one is much thicker and a lot more paper. Well, this is Collierville's first year in the state tournament, ever, in school history. They have 3 transfers to their school in this year, and those 3 transfers have made a big difference in their program, apparently. But they're here in the state tournament for their first time. Let's see, this is the 8th appearance for the Lady Blaze. 2009, 11, 14, 15, 21, 22, 23, 26. So, John, the 2000s have been really good to Blackman. A team that they have played many times over the years. We've had to play and go through Bradley Central, John, until this year in the sectional round, every single cotton-picking year. And very rarely did we get a win. Well, they got, but they shot about as bad as I've ever seen Bradley shoot, and they lost to Sevier County 52-34 today.
It was never close.
Never.
Just a horrendous shooting and rebounding. Sevier County out-rebounded them, too, and or maybe not toward the end, but
36-25 for the game.
Yeah, that's number 12. Let me see. What's her name? Let's see.
Townsend?
Yeah, she had a...
for Sevier County?
Yeah, Maggie Townsend. She had a great game.
Yeah. So it's going to be Sevier County awaiting the winner of this game, and that makes up one side of your quarterfinal. Bradley Central shot 22% for the game, and were 3 of 3-point range. So it was just a bad day for them from the get-go. And, John, we kept thinking, well, something's going to change, something will turn around, and it just never did for Bradley Central. And credit to Sevier County. You know, they came out and punched him in the mouth.
Well, Townsend blocked about 5 shots in this game, and they did a real good job on Fields and kept her at about 10 points, which is about half of her average. But the shooting from 3 was what was killer for Bradley Central. I've not seen them play this year, except I've heard how good they are, but their shooting was not good today.
Well, if you had Bearden and Page in your quarterfinal on the other side, you're 0 for 2 there as well. John, a lot of people thought Page was the team to beat in that game with Cookeville. Cookeville wins that 55-47, so they move on, and they will play Bartlett. Bartlett beat Bearden 77-73, and much like the game we just saw, I listened to some of it, driving around and getting ready to meet you to come over. And Bearden got down by 15 points in the third quarter. They came back. They did tie it late, but Bearden pulled away, or Bartlett pulled away from Bearden in the end. And so it's Cookeville, Bartlett, Sevier County, and the winner of this one in the quarterfinals. And I think a lot of surprises. I guess that's why you play tournament ball.
Well, if you're Blackman, I think even though Bradley Central got beat badly today, I think you've got to have a little sigh of relief that they match up better size-wise, I think, with Sevier County than they do. But they don't rely on a center necessarily for scoring. They just Blackman relies on it for defense. So guard play is going to be important. I think the key to Blackman's Sam Garner. I mean, if she has good games, they'll go far. You know, Layla has got to be on target too today. You know,
I think anybody in this tournament would have rather play Bradley Central today the way they played.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
A Blackman would have probably beat them by 30. I mean, because they go up and down the floor. I don't know that Bradley Central had the muster to do that today.
It was definitely interesting. Blackman comes in at 28-3 on the year, and Collierville, the Dragons, are 25-9. You know, we talk about the Blackman program and the history that they've had. Chad Hibden got back to the state tournament with Tullahoma. I think it was the first time in 20 or 30 years that Tullahoma girls had gotten here. They lost their first round game yesterday. But, you know, Chad had a lot of success with Blackman when he was their head coach. Of course, when you have Crystal Dangerfield, and in 14, she was the MVP, and 15 of the tournament was Miss Basketball in 15 and 16. So, I mean, she's got her name all over the history books here. But 14, 15, and 21 were the years for the Blackman Championships. And they were runner-up in 21, 15, 14, and 15. So they have had a great history here in this tournament. John, they've been to the championship game 6 times in that history of their 8 years. So that's a pretty good record. If you can get here, they've done a lot when they've gotten here.
It's a whole different atmosphere, which I think gives an advantage to Blackman today. However, we look at it, how many people were on this team that were on, the last one in 24? I don't have the answer to that. I think Okori would be. Any senior would be.
Well, they would have been 21, so it would have been 5 years ago.
Yeah,
so they would be middle schoolers. Yeah.
So the experience part of it, you know, it's just a different climate here at MTSU, and it's your first game. If you can get over the first game and get a win, then you've got a good shot at it. The thing that bothered me about Bradley Central, they had players that had been here before.
Oh, yeah.
And they didn't shoot well.
We have seen this happen a gazillion times.
That's a lot.
Yeah, we've been here a lot. Teams don't if you haven't been here, you don't shoot well here.
No, especially at the first game. We've seen really Riverdale, with the great teams they had.
Yeah.
They struggled some in the first game.
And a lot of teams will try to mimic that by going to play at a place like Belmont or Lipscomb that kind of have the same feel. But I don't know what it is, the background, but it's just different than a high school gym here.
Yeah, and you got 150 students yelling at you, shooting free throws, that kind of thing. But I will say this about another factor, we didn't have school today.
Right.
That always worries me. When you don't have school, you don't have a regular routine. So I don't know. I'm sure they did a walk around and did that, and kind of stayed together a little bit. But it's a different ball game here. But if you look at experience, neither one of them have really had anybody here that's been here. So I think Blackman needs to get out and get the ball on the rebound, get the ball up the floor as quickly as they can, like they've been doing, and get some easy shots out of it.
Well, that's a quick look at your county roundup. Not a lot to round up. The only girls basketball team in Rutherford County left are the Lady Blaze, and they're going to hit the floor here in just a moment. From the Murphy Center in the Blue Cross Basketball Championships, we'll be right back, and we'll have your starting lineups for you That's on the other side on WGNS Murfreesboro, Smyrna, Big G TV.
Every team knows which play can be a winning move. I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, here to help life go right by combining your home and auto insurance. Call me today at 615-890-0850. It's a winning move that saves you time and money.
In Rutherford County, you know how much it means to have neighbors you can count on. I'm State Farm Agent Alex Williams, here to help life go right when you combine home and auto insurance. Call me today at 615-898-1150 and let me save you some money and time.
When it comes to building your dream home in Rutherford County, America's Home Place has the winning game plan. Step into the Mount Juliet showroom and call your own plays. Pick the house plan, flooring, cabinets, countertops, and more, all under one roof. Build it your way on your land with a builder you can trust. Visit 4157 North Mount Juliet Road or call 615-784-0030. America's Home Place, helping Rutherford County families score big with custom homes.
Raider Tees isn't just about T-shirts. We've got jackets, scarves, polos, hats, even jewelry and home decor. Everything to show off your Middle Tennessee Blue Raider pride. Whether you're headed to the game or just want to represent the Blue Raiders every day, we've got you covered. Literally. Come check out our exclusive designs and unbeatable selection at 111 East MTCS Road, right across from MTCS. Raider Tees, bigger, better, and go blue.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Basketball.
Starting lineups, Fans Heating and Air, winners trophies at JHA Company, Josh Houston and Associates. Here's John.
All right, here we go with the Collierville Lady Dragons. Francisca Kelly's number 0, 5'10" senior guard. Jakaya Rogers, number 1, a 5'8" senior guard. Lily Jennings, a 5'9" senior forward. She'll wear number 11. Number 10 is Danae Kennedy, a 6-foot junior forward. And number 30, Jalaya Kelly, that is, 5'9" junior forward. So for Collierville, it's Kelly, Rogers, Jennings, Kennedy, and Kelly. There's 2 Kellys and a Kennedy in there.
Oh, wow.
Yep. And there's 2 seniors, 2 juniors on the in the lineup, and 3 seniors, 2 juniors. So they've got a lot of experience. For Blackman, Amira Herring, number 5, a 5'6" senior guard. Number 1 is Sam Garner, a 5'5" sophomore guard. Layla Hall, number 12, a 5'10" sophomore forward. Navika Tomlin, number 20, a 5'7" junior forward. And Mariah Akori, a senior, number 24, 6'1" center. It's Herring, Garner, Hall, Tomlin, and Akori. And Brian, you look at it and you go, well, we've got 2 seniors and the rest of them are sophomores, but for the most part, they don't play like sophomores. Blackman, they're pretty solid.
No, we were talking about that with Sevier County, and they don't have a senior on their team, if that tells you something. But Garner and Hall, they were thrown into the fire of this last year, and they are definitely they've got game experience, and that's what matters.
The Collierville Lady Dragons are in maroon with gray and white trim on the numbers and on the bottom of the